Hi everybody. So today is Jumpstart Read for the Record, and the company Jumpstart Read is trying to get children to read more and to help parents read with their children and to get books to children who may not have books. And that reading is so important. If you can't read, it's really hard to do much of anything. So today's book is Amy Wu and the Patchwork Dragon. And you can see my dragon behind me that I painted for you guys. So Amy Wu and the Patchwork Dragon by Zhang, illustrated by Charlene Chua. And these are the end pages, and they're just orange. There's the tail. During story time, Miss Mary reads Amy's class a book about dragons. Dragons that hoard treasure, dragons that blow fire, dragons that fight knights in gleaming armor. Afterwards, she tells everyone to make their own dragons. Make them special, she says. Make them yours. Sam draws a dragon with enormous teeth. He crafts the wings from postage stamps. Willa sculpts a dragon with a big fat belly. She strings daisies for the tail. Amy paints a dragon with a long, thin body. It has horns like a stag and claws like an eagle. Are you sure that's a dragon? Asked Sam. It doesn't look like a dragon, says Willa. Says Amy. Maybe they're right. Amy scribbles with her pencil and doodles with crayons. She glues beads to the paper and adds them to her hair. Bits of the dragon emerge. Dragons with shiny green scales. Dragons with leathery wings. They look great. They look just like the dragons in Ms. Mary's book, but none of them work. None of them feels right. These dragons are not the dragons Amy wanted to make. Time to clean up, says Ms. Mary. I'm not done, cries Amy. The rest of the class put their dragons on the show and tell table, but nothing from Amy. Nothing at all. Isn't she sad? Willa and Sam came over after school, but Amy can't even smile. Oh dear, says Grandma. Why the sad face? So Amy tells her. Her grandma gets a twinkle in her eye. Come, she says, let me tell you a story. She tells them about the dragons that bring down the rain, dragons that are wise and just, dragons that fly without wings. Amy runs to the attic. She remembers where she got the idea for her dragon. She pulls out something red and yellow, something with a big fat snout and golden horns. A dragon, gasp Sam and Willa. A dragon, agrees Amy. Amy's grandma puts on the costume head, and Amy puts on the tail. Together, they dance down the steps and roar through the house. Maybe you can bring it to school, says Sam. Please bring it to school, begs Willa. Says Amy. She thinks about the dragons in Miss Mary's books. She thinks about the dragons in Grandma's story. Bringing the dragon to class would be great, but there's something missing. Something to make it Amy's. After Amy and Willa go home, Amy begins to plan. She shows her sketches to her family. Will you help me? She asks. They measure out fabric and cut it into shape. They carve a cardboard frame and fasten the cloth. Amy knots together 3 silk scarves. Then she adds some beads. Wonder what she's doing. What do you think she's doing? Ready? Asks Grandma. Amy takes a deep breath. Ready, she says. Amy comes to school with a big paper bag. The other children gather around. Is that your dragon? Asks Willa. Show us, says Sam. Amy puts on the dragon's head. She invites Willa and Sam beneath the dragon's tail. Together, they dance through the classroom and roar between the desks. Everyone cheers. Ms. Mary laughs so hard she can't even breathe. Why can't she breathe? I guess she likes it. Amy's dragon is red and yellow. It has a big fat snout and golden horns. It has enormous green wings and a tail of 3 silk scarves and beads and glitter. Lots of glitter. And it works splendidly. It feels just right. It is exactly the dragon Amy wanted to make. And then at the end of this book, you can make your own dragon. You can make a copy and make your own dragon. So Amy got to do what she thought was right, and everyone learned a little something, didn't they? So I hope you enjoyed Amy and Wu and the Patchwork Dragon. And I forgot to say that I wanted to thank the publishers, from Simon & Schuster. Thanks, Simon & Schuster. Bye, everyone. Okay, let's see.